All right, man, we back. Motor City Sports Talk. Let's talk some Detroit Lions football while we on the road. People talking about we owe Jim Caldwell an apology. Should the Lions consider bringing back Jim Caldwell? I say yes. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Now watch everybody listen to the first, 30 seconds of this video, and they're going to run with that. I don't think bringing Jim Caldwell back as the head coach is the answer. People say, whoa, CJ, what you mean bring him back as a general manager? No, I don't think that's the answer neither. I think Shiela, Hemp, Ford, and the Ford family owe Jim Caldwell an apology, and they also owe him a job. I think it's simple as hiring Jim Caldwell to be the senior advisor to Shiela, Hemp, Ford. See, everybody sitting here calling for the Lions to fire Matt Patricia. They calling for the Lions to fire Bob Quinn. We don't different there. We don't have a difference there. I agree. I think they should be fired after last week's game. You got some people that believe, well, let them stay here, stink it up, get a bad record, and then we can get Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields or whoever up there, right? And I'm not disagreeing with none of that. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer there, in my opinion, okay? So I'm not disagreeing. But one thing I'm saying, you talking about firing them, what's going to be different from Mayhew and Lewan, who got a promotion after they went on 16 under Millen? What's going to be different from Millen and before Millen and all of that? Tell me what's going to be different. People say, well, the owner. It's the owner. She's 70 years old. Is she any more football savvy than her old woman, her old man? I'm going to say no. Maybe her husband know a few things about football. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and assume she don't know nothing about football. And if she don't know nothing about football, it's just going to be a repetitive cycle of shitty coaches. Somebody going to go in there and pillow talk her and, oh, I can do the job, just like Matt Millen pimp talked, her father. Oh, yeah, I can show you how I can do this. And then he admitted later on he was over his shoulders with the job. You're going to wait till you on your sick bed with your heart transplant to admit that you had issues with being a GM. I mean, Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder could see that. You know what I'm saying? So, is she going to be any different? I say no. Everybody said, well, Martha on her cart firing people. She different. She built different. And then guess what? Built the same dusty-ass team as her old man built. All right, you got this meme going out here saying everything will be wrong with the Lions, like color purple, until you do right by Jim Caldwell. Oh, man, they got to do right by Bobby Knight. That was the original OG who put the curse on the Lions. You know what I'm saying? But that's here nor there. What I'm talking about with Jim Caldwell, Shiela Hemp needs somebody that can help her make football decisions. You know what I'm saying? Caldwell needs a job. He also dealing with some sickness or whatever. Hopefully he getting better. Hopefully he fully recovered. But I don't think Jim Caldwell, at this point in his career, want to be still going around the coaching carousel around the National Football League. Shiela needs somebody that can help her make football decisions, help her, clean up the organization and build an organization the right way. And I think that starts with her getting a senior advisor like Tom Gores. See, Tom Gores don't know nothing about basketball. So he interviewing everybody, and the guy that sounds like he knows something about basketball, that's what he's going to hire. 9.9 times out of 10, that's going to be the wrong hire. And I think we all can agree with that. So Shiela needs somebody that can help her navigate through these general manager searches. Because you just can't say, oh, give me this guy as a coach. No, you need a general manager. And for Shiela, she needs a senior advisor. Rod Wood don't know nothing about football. He's supposed to handle the business end. But if you don't know nothing about football, how can you handle the business end of football? How do you know what season ticket holders want? How do you know what football fans really want? You don't. So even if somebody handling your business, your financials of the football side, they still got to have a football background. He don't know nothing about what make football fans tick. So he got to go too. So you bring Jim Caldwell in as a senior advisor. He help you get a right coaching candidate, a right GM candidate, and they all work together, from time to time. Caldwell wouldn't have to live in Detroit. He can be in the building every now and again and meet with Martha once a month or once every 2 months, or, whatever he chose to do. They can talk over Zoom, FaceTime, and he can help her navigate with making the decisions for the football team. That's how you can also That's how you can also help Caldwell out. You know, that's you basically apologizing to him for firing him and letting Bob Quinn do that. And also, you can have multiple senior advisors. You know, Calvin Johnson, you want to bring him back in the fold. You want to show that, and you want to show NFL potential draftees, and you want to show potential free agents down the line that, you know what, let's shake this mantra, let's shake this narrative that the Lions don't treat their players right. Let's change that right now. And you can change that right now by having Calvin Johnson as one of your senior advisors, Jim Caldwell, one of your senior advisors, and Barry Sanders is one of your senior advisors. And you can make a deal where, well, Calvin Johnson, he get the $1 million that y'all took, you know, in some amount of payments while he doing the job. You can continue giving him a check, you know, as long as he holds that role. And y'all can go like, okay, we meet together once a month during the season, or we meet together, you know, during the off season to have our roundtable meeting. That's how she kind of got to go about this. Calvin Johnson know football, Jim Caldwell know football, and Barry Sanders know football. And if Matthew Stafford was to retire after this season, I would offer him a senior advisor role. On you, all you guys been in this organization, you know what's wrong, you know what's right, and you know what needs to be fixed, and you know what doesn't need to be fixed. And all of them together can get this off the ground. We all can be on the GM decisions when the draft come up. You know what I'm saying? Check the GM, check in with all of them, or the GM check in with the owner. You know, what does Sheila Hemp Ford know? What does she know? You know what I'm saying? What does she know? Nothing. The GM can tell her anything. And also, the senior advisor can keep Sheila in check. Oh, Sheila, I don't want to write this check for this guy. Says, hey, Sheila, you know, Barry check in, or Calvin, or Jim Caldwell, we need that player. That player worth that money. You know, we going to make that money back, Sheila. We can't be cheap. We need this guy, Sheila. And they can talk to Sheila. They can be the bridge between Sheila and the general manager. And the general manager be like, well, you know, this is a trade I want to make. And they can be like, you know, that's a good trade. Think about this, that, and the third. And you can put Caldwell in a round table of senior advisors. Makes perfect sense. And also it helps if, you know, Calvin Johnson and Barry Sanders, they do create success in Detroit. They want to go on and run a franchise themselves as a general manager. So now, not only are you showing that we do treat our players right, but we also treat our old timers right. And we also give them the pedestal to get out there and get greater and better jobs. That's where it started at. Sheila should create a senior advisor roundtable. That's what I would do. That little money that she has spent on that senior advisor table is nothing. But also they help articulate to her what football decisions need to be made. Now, if she just sitting here and she just don't want to spend money, and she want to just keep putting the product they've been putting out, then cool. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, and I really believe some ownership in the NFL and the NBA, they truly don't want to win. Tell me I'm wrong. They truly happy with sucking they sports teams, they fans' money. They truly happy with sucking that money and not putting a winner on the field. They don't want to put, a lot of teams don't want to put a winner on the field. So if Sheila wants to put a winner on the field, you know, spend the money. You know, and you got to remember, most people that inherit billions and billions of dollars or inherit wealth, being rich and wealthy is two different things, by the way. But I don't have to explain. I shouldn't have to explain that to my demographic here. But most of them, they inherit those frugal traits. They frugal. Now, you can also be that owner that spend a lot of money and keep losing. And that's Dan Snyder. So that's where your senior advisor roundtable will come in, where they help you make the proper football decisions, spend it wisely, and also put a winner on the field. So she got to change the way, the culture of the Lions first. And changing the culture, stop being cheap, seek help in the right way, and treat your players the right way. Kenny Galladay shouldn't be sitting here begging for his money. He was good off the field. He was good on the field. I haven't heard he was a bad locker room guy. Why not pay him? Why should he have to wait till his money? Be the organization that, you know, when the player, you know, the player got a contract coming up, don't let his agent or let him speak on it first. How about you be first and you engage for contract talks? I guarantee you, if teams engage contract talks when a player is eligible for extension, I guarantee you more than likely able to get that dude on a discount. Or maybe if it's a little small discount, I guarantee you able to get him just at a little cheaper discount. Because that's respect. You knowing that I need to get paid. You knowing that I need to get paid. You didn't wait till the last minute where you got to pay, and you coming to me beforehand. Respect. People like, man, Lions, man, you ain't got to wait over there. You perform, and you do what you need to do on and off the field. They gonna pay you. You ain't got to go looking for them on payday. They come find you. And also see what other, pick Calvin Brain. What did you see that the Raiders was doing to take care of their players that Matt Patricia or the Lions didn't do when you was here? That's it. But Shiela truly got to want to change. And when you out of your depth and you out of your scope of support, you got to be able to say, you know what? I'm a little bit out of my truth. I can admit that I'm a little bit out of my truth. I need some help. And if she don't think she needs some help, or she think Bob Quinn can run it, like I said, I don't trust the Ford DNA. Ever since they touched this franchise, tell me I'm lying. Ever since they touched this franchise and Bobby Lane put that curse, 1957, it's been years of horror. And then you got people that say, well, I don't want them to sell the team because somebody's going to move and relocate. It's stupid as fuck. It's a gold mine. You don't have a stadium issue where they need a new stadium built. You don't have those issues. You think San Antonio want the Lions? No. You think North Dakota want the Lions? You think OKC want the Lions? No. They're not going to relocate this team. The fan base is too plentiful. They spend too much money. They spend entirely too much money to sell this team. And that's what people got to understand. People, I don't want them. Even if they sell the team, you ain't won shit regardless. So what do you care? If you under the Fords, if you never was going to see a championship, and they told you that, like, all right, you keep this ownership, you will never win a championship or sell the team. Why not sell the team? Why would I root for a team that ain't gonna never win a championship? I know they're not gonna win a championship. Why would I root for them? It's common sense. A lot of guys don't have common sense. If the Lions, look at the Jacksonville Jaguars. They got new ownership, Shad Khan. He's the only minority owner in the National Football League. Let you know a lot about the league, right? He don't even have attendance at his games. The same amount of people that showed up to the Jaguars home opener, you hear me? And they did have fans in attendance. It's the same amount of people that show up for a regular, normal year for a Jaguars game. So if Shad Khan hasn't moved the Jaguars, who constantly got to be losing money with concessions and all that, Shad Khan is still turning a profit. Do you understand that they got one year they got $250 million in TV money, every team, before football was snapped? He made $250 million in TV money. That team ain't probably worth $250 million, and I say that jokingly. So Shad Khan is still getting money with or without fans. So you add that in, Ford Field is going to be filled every Sunday. No matter if the price is high or the price is low, it's going to be filled every Sunday. Parking, concessions, whatever it may be. Do you think somebody want to sell that gold mine and move to North Dakota, move to San Antonio? You think somebody want to move to those teams and don't know they got if they gonna have a consumer or not? You crazy. The Lions got 100% sure every year they're gonna have a good consumer. They're gonna buy apparel, they're gonna buy jerseys, they're gonna buy hats, they're gonna buy popcorn, they're gonna buy beer, they're gonna tailgate. Rain, sleet, snow, sunny. Since 1957, the Lions have had a consistent fan base. And people talking, well, they might sell the team. You got a whole bunch of idiots pushing that narrative. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you think about the video. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal, description. Appreciate the love, support. We gone.